Good morning. Today we'll be talking about the basics of matrices. Data, you have heard about, we get data, various type of data. It could be social data, economic data, school related data and things like that. Matrix is a method of representing data in a particular pattern, and that is what we call a matrix when we arrange them in a rectangular array. Like if we are talking of any geometrics, I can use numbers, alphabets, functions. So this is a matrix where 9 elements are arranged in 3 by 3 matrix. So as I use the pattern of designating a matrix, so what we do is we call these as rows, and the number of rows in that matrix comes first, and then these are columns. Okay. So here we have 3 columns. So this stands for, the first one stands for row and second one stands for column. And that's always the practice. We always write the first number represent the number of rows and second represent the number of columns. And the product of those two numbers definitely takes care of total number of elements in a matrix. Now when we talk of matrices, there are different types of matrix. First one is if we have a matrix which is only having all elements in a row, like I can have natural numbers like that, and it can continue to any number. If all are in a single row, then we call it a row matrix. Okay. If all elements are in a column, single column, then we call it a column matrix. Like I can use the same thing like that. When we talk of a matrix, fundamentally as we see that it could be rectangular, like I can add one more column. Okay, then it becomes 4 by 3 matrix. Okay, total number of elements 12. But most of the matrices what we will be studying is mainly square matrix. Square matrix means the number of rows and number of columns are equal, and the number of elements could be any perfect square number. So it can start from 1, 4, 9, 16 like that. Okay. So square matrix is where the number of elements, number of rows and columns are same. A diagonal matrix is a square matrix. Note the word I am using, square matrix. Diagonal matrix has to be fundamentally a square matrix whose elements could be anything, but it has to be a square, and this is what is the diagonal. In this particular case, A, Y and 3 are the elements, and this particular diagonal is called the principal diagonal or the leading diagonal. When you talk of a diagonal matrix, then everything else other than the leading diagonal element are 0. So that means we have a matrix where all other elements are 0 except the leading diagonal is called a diagonal matrix. When we talk of a scalar matrix, then these elements, whatever we talked about in diagonal matrix, they have to be same. So I choose the number 3. You can choose any number, any alphabet, any function. It could be sine theta, all of them. So they are called scalar matrix. If all these, so this is scalar. Okay. If all these diagonal elements are equal to 1, So we call them identity matrix or unit matrix. So identity matrix, all these elements of the scalar matrix must be 1. So that means, again I am repeating, it has to be a square matrix so that there is a unique diagonal. The leading diagonal elements, if they are all equal other than 1, then we call it scalar matrix. If they are all equal to 1, we call them as identity matrix. Identity matrix is generally represented by I with a number. This particular case, it is 3 by 3 matrix. So we write this as I3. We don't write 3 by 3. I3 itself represents a square matrix of order 3 and its leading diagonal elements are all 1. All other elements are 0. Then we have two more matrices, which is upper triangular matrix. So upper triangular matrix is all elements including the leading diagonal. I can write like this. Okay. So leading diagonal and all elements above that are non-zero numbers. Then it is called upper triangular matrix. The mirror image of it, that means these elements should be 0 and the other element should be some finite elements or functions. This is called lower triangular matrix. Okay. Now we will be talking of some of the algebraic operation of matrices. Matrix operation, first thing is to talk about equality of two matrices. Whenever we want to compare between two elements, that means we always say, no, we can compare apple to apple, not apple to anything else. Exactly same thing goes here. That comparing two matrices means they have to be identical in all respect. So in all respect means, first thing, two matrices, if I say this is matrix A and it is 2 by 3 matrix, then matrix B, which I want to compare for their equality, first thing what is mandatory is they must be of the same order. That means A and B must be both 2 by 3. This is 2 by 3 and that is 3 by 2, we cannot compare. When this primary property is satisfied, then we check the elements of the matrix. Like if I write this as 2 by 3, that means it has 2 rows and 3 columns. So I write maybe 1 and 1, 0, 1, minus 1, 2. Okay, this is a 2 by 3 matrix, 2 rows, 3 columns. Element B has to be something similar, like I can write this as A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so when we compare between these two matrices for their equality, then we check these matrices are exactly equal when the corresponding elements are same. That means this is the first row first column element is equal to the first row first column element of the second matrix also. So A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0, C is minus 1. Subsequently we can get some mathematical relation between the alphabets, algebraic elements. Okay. That's how we compare.